Hello student, welcome back in SST class. We are knowing about the chapter number 1. In the chapter number 1 today, I am going to start a new topic, that is sources of modern history. Actually, we have to know about the different sources which help us to know about the modern history. But we should also know what is source of history. Actually, see, clues and evidences on the basis of which we write history are known as source of history. Okay? There are two things, clues and evidences. Actually, student, you should know that the clues and evidences help the historians to write history, and these clues and evidences can be related with the different part of the history. Like if you want to know about the ancient history, the clues and evidences which are belonging to that you have to examine. And if you want to know about the medieval history, then you should see or you should find out the clues and evidences of that time. Okay? But now in this class, we are going to know about the modern history, so that we have to find out about the clues and evidences which will tell us about the modern history. Actually, the clues and evidences what are present related with the modern history, they are written either in English language or in the local languages. Okay? Now we will know about them. Okay? The sources of modern history can be categorized into two parts. First is administrative record and second is non-administrative record. Now we should also know what is administrative records. Actually, what is administrative records? Now see, administrative records are those records in which every plan, policy and decision had to be clearly written by administrator, officers and the historians who were appointed by the British. Okay? And you should also know that the Britishers made their administrative records separately. Number first is official record and number second is survey and the mapping. Surveys and the mapping. Now see, there is an official record. Do you know what is official record and why they needed the official records? Actually, official records are very useful to know about the British administration. Okay? Actually, Britishers made a record of every instructions, plan, policy and decisions. Why they made that records? Actually, they made that records for as a evidence. Suppose in future, if they would have any kinds of confusion or any kinds of debate or if they have any kinds of problem, now they can find out the evidences by the help of these records. Actually, Britishers kept that records into the archive or museum. Now see, what is archive? The collection of written documents is called archive. Okay? Besides these official record, British also kept a record of letters and memos. Actually, the letters which were sending from one office to another, they were also preserved them very carefully. Okay. Actually, these records given to the calligraphers to write in beautiful handwriting in early 19th century, but in the later 19th century, these records printed into the pages or into the pocket by the invention of printing machine. Okay. Now we know about the survey and the mapping. Actually, Britishers started a survey of India for better understanding and effective administration. Okay, they made a survey in the country related with revenue survey, botanical survey, zoological survey, and they also made the survey of flora and fauna. Now we will know about these some important points related with the surveys. Now see, the survey of India was set up at Dehradun in 1767. Okay, in Dehradun in 1767, and this department made the survey of mountain, of the coastal part of the area, of the plain, etc. Now see, Major James Rennell, the first Surveyor General of Bengal, appointed in 1767. Now see, Colin Mackenzie was the first Surveyor General of India, appointed in 1815. Next, Colonel Sir George Everest. Colonel Sir George Everest became the Surveyor General of India in 1830, and he measured the height of Mount Everest, and Mount Everest also got their name by the name of this survey. Now we will know about the map. Actually, British also made a different map for better understanding about the different region of India. Now see, the first proper geological map made in India by Dr. H.W. Vesey of Hyderabad. Means he made a map of Hyderabad. He made a map of Hyderabad. Okay, this was the first proper geological map in the India. Okay. Now we will know about the non-administrative records. Non-administrative records are those records which are not concerned with the administration. Actually, these records we can find out what has been written by the local peoples, okay, are writers. Now see, biographies, autobiographies, newspaper, magazines, books, and other sources like you can see film and etc. They are come under the non-administrative records. Okay. Okay. Now under the non-administrative record, we are going to know about the printed books. Actually, student, you should know, when the printing machine developed, after that the numbers of the books started to print. Okay, newspapers and magazines, etc. came into the market in the form of the printing form. Okay, and these printed books, what has been written at the time, basically they have a collection of speech or different leaders who were giving their speech to motivate the peoples. Okay. Besides that, some books has been also written by the different writers. Now see, Dada Bhai Nauroji, who has written a book, The Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. book, he explained or he wrote about the people's economical condition under the British. Okay. Now next, Munshi Premchand wrote their book, that is Godam. In this book, he has written about the condition of farmers or peasants. Next, Deepbandhu Mitra, who also wrote his book Neel Darpan. In this book, we can understand about the condition of the farmers who were sowing Neel crop. Okay. Now we will know about the second non-administrative record, that is biography and autobiographies. Actually, during the British rule, many people started to write their biography, or they wrote about the biography of other peoples. Now we can take the example of a book, that is Stri Purush Tulna. That book has been written by the Tarabai Sindhe. In this book, she wrote about the condition of women. Actually, at the time, women and men have a great differences in between them because of the social norms or social rules and regulation. Women always discriminated. So that she wrote his book. Okay. Now next is newspaper and magazines. They are also a very important source of non-administrative records. They also started to write during that time, and with the help of newspapers and magazines, we can get a lot of information about the peoples at the time and about the leaders and about the administration of the British also. Now see, Mirar-ul-Akhbar, this paper has been started by the Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and second is Kesari. This paper has been started by the Bal Gangadhar Tilak. They are an Indian people, but you should also know some local papers and magazines and pamphlets also printed by the local peoples in the local languages. Okay. Now see about the film. Film also represent in front of us a live information about any incident. Suppose at the time some films also made and they are giving us a live information about the condition of that time. Actually, the Sir Richard Attenborough, he made a film Gandhi, which was become very famous, and that was shown about the different satyagraha and movement of the Gandhiji, and he also shown what was his effect on the society. Next is Achut Kanya. In this movie, we can see, or in this film, we can find out about the love story of a lower caste girl and Brahmin son. Okay. Non-administrative record is photograph and painting. Actually, with the help of photograph, painting and coins, etc., what were minted or printed at the time, they also provide us a valuable information about the British rule. Actually, with the help of coins, with the help of photographs, with the help of paintings, only we will not about the art and architectures, we can also understand about the rulers, about the peoples, about their passion, about their what you can say like and dislike. Everything we can understand with the help of it. Okay. And in the historical buildings, we can find out also some information about the building styles, what has been made under the British. Actually, Littleton, who has got the responsibility to make some administrative buildings. Okay, and now that buildings are standing in front of us today, like you can see Rashtrapati Bhavan and other buildings what are present in the Delhi. Okay, that buildings actually that was planned by the